one to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Indiana's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the ground, it's Alexander. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'd say from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to...
Into the secondary on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And it's up and no good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jayhawks offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
And man, it's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Trying play action. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Plows through the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
The Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Wants to go up top. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going to the transfer pool.
The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Running back searching for a hole.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Complete out of the backfield. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Hoosiers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Pulls and fired complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Quarterback making checks. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the ground with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to slam in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Slips one guy, now he's continues to fight for yards. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here comes the heat. He's got it on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Looking downfield very late in the half. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete to the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I could try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
Bringing the heat. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a 1st half like that there in Bloomington. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gets it out fast. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll give it to the back. Spins away from the defense. He's up to 90 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this.
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense?
He's got it on the outside. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Jayhawks have it with a first and goal. Quarterback keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points up. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on fourth down? The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back and leaves it. Gives him the big stiff arm. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Off-play action on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those
breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. They'll try to snap it quickly. The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Unleashes one deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it slips just inside that right upright. This is now a 7-point game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 27 over Arkansas State.
Looking for a gap. It's Alexander.
We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Powers through the defender. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking to the big tight end. Trying to barrel in.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive, and to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. On target. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defense.
He's got it inside the 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Going for 6. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with a W.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. The 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires on the move. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been